Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Do you like what you're seeing on the screen, the wears there? If yes, this lesson is for you. I'm going to be explaining it bit by bit, from the cutting, the drafting to the cutting process of everything you are seeing here. So if you take a look at the neck, have you seen? So I'll make it really professional, just like you have seen there. All you need to do, all the criteria to get this done, is just to watch this video carefully to the end. Welcome to Audience Fountains Fashion, where fashion tips are revealed, fashion secret are unfolded. I'm Modern Shalom. I make tutorials like this every time. If you're a new viewer, kindly subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification if you wish. I notify you in every of my upload. Thank you as we turn to the lesson proper. These are the measurements I will be using for this dress. The shoulder is 17. The sleeves there is 3/4, that is 16 inches. The bust is 40. The slip round is 14 inches. The shape there is 34. The hips is 41. The length is 31.5. The half back is 15.5. Half front 15. And the shoulder slant is 2.5. Do well as you check my playlist, because the measurement of this thing is there. So the shoulder line is already drawn, and that is it. So 2 inches away from this thing, I mark the shoulder line. And from the shoulder line, I'm going to be imputing my full length measurement plus 2 inches folding allowance. 2 inches folding allowance. Just take note. That's what I'll be doing. So I want to take my chest line. Chest line is for the bust divided by 4, and I'll go up by 1.5 inches for the armhole line. Have you seen? So chest line is bust divided by 4, and I went up by 1.5 inches. So the waistline is full length divided by 2 plus 1.5 inches. That will give us the waistline. That's the shape. And I will bring out the same measurements. I'll mark them again, transfer them all through like that, so that I will roll a straight line. So that's what I am doing there. In case of having a measurement of maybe longer than from 30 upwards, just use 29 inches to calculate the shape length. I mean the shape, where the shape is supposed to be. I don't know if you understand me. Just use the length, normal length, basic length of 29 inches to calculate your waistline. Like divide 29 by 2 plus 1.5 inches. So right here, I will be marking from the margin 1 inches to deal away with the margin there, the ready-made edge. That is what I will be doing in there. And I will roll a straight line to the shoulder line, just that way. Thereafter, after doing this, I will come here to the shoulder line. You see? And what I will be doing before doing that is I will come here to the shoulder line and go in by half of an inch from the shoulder line, and 1 inch is here at the armhole line, you see, and to the waistline I will go in by 1.5 inches. Same thing to the folding line, the full length 1.5 inches. Then I will use my straight roll to join from the down to the waistline, just like this. Thereafter, I'll use my French curve to connect this one from the shoulder line to the armhole line. And the same thing I will do from the armhole line to the waistline. Just take note how I'm turning these things around. So after I'm done doing that, I'll be imputing my shoulder measurement from that half inches I marked inward like that. Shoulder measurement is 17, just like I read at the beginning, plus half inches sewing allowance. And I will impute the neck measurement of 3 inches if it's a normal suit, but for this one is 2.5 inches. I will mark the line upwards 2.5 inches. So what I will be doing now is just to go up by 1 inches from the shoulder line. Are you seeing? And since the shoulder slant is 2.5 inches, I will use the other 1.5 inches and I will place my tape like this to mark 1.5, making it 2.5 inches. And I will connect this point like this after marking. Then I will place my tape so that I will impute my half back measurement. Half back measurement divided by 2 plus half inches sewing allowance. That's how to get the half back measurement. So whatever I have at my half back measurement, I will bring it to my armhole line and I will add half inches to it. And thereafter, I will use my French curve to connect those 3 points from my shoulder to the half back to the armhole line. Then whatever I have at the armhole line, I will minus 1.5 inches from there to make my waist measurement. My waist, that's what I will mark at my waist. I'm bringing it from my waist down to this folding, the full length. I will add 1 inches to the one I marked at the waist measurement. If the waist measurement, what I marked at the waist was 6 inches, it means down here will be 7 inches. That's what I will be marking there, just that way. And now, after I'm done doing that, I will use my French curve as well to connect those points. Then after I'm done connecting those points, I will impute the space for the vent, the side vent. You're saying, so 2.5 inches is what I used there. So, but the minimum should be 2.25. So, and I will connect it with my French curve down there that way. So how I will get this thing is I will go in here by 3.5 inches. 3.5 inches from the waistline. That's the normal 3.5 inches. Have you seen? So 3.5. So just take note of that. In case you have something longer than that, the length is longer than that, 3.5 will serve you better so that it will not be too down. So after I'm done doing that, I will mark like 1/2 or 3/4 of an inch from the margin, from that vent. Then I will calculate what I have there to the margin. Whatever I have there, I will transfer it to that point to start my front body measurement. So I will use the ruler to rule it. Thereafter, after I'm done ruling it, I will start imputing my measurement. So since it's a double-breasted stuff, I'm going to mark 3 inches from that line. I want the thing to really be full. The double-breasted should really be large. If not, the basic one is 2.5 inches. So I'm going to use 3 inches from that line I marked. You see, I will mark the 3 inches. After I'm done marking it, I will impute it all down and roll a straight line. Thereafter, I will impute my neck measurement. I think at the back we use 2.5. That's the same thing we need here, 2.5 inches. And I'll come in here by 3/4 of an inch after marking my 2.5 inches. So have you seen? So to the waistline, I'll be marking the place where my button is. But before then, I'll impute my shoulder measurement of 17 plus sewing inches, allowance of 1/2. And I went down for the shoulder slants by 2.5 inches. And I drew the straight line just like this. Have you seen? So that's how it is. Now the neck, I'll be going down by 3 inches, the neck deep. And it's connected that way just like I am doing. So what I will be doing now after then, I will be imputing the breaking point of this lapel, the breaking point of the above lapel, and I will mark everything. So I will use my ruler to mark this point here. That 3/4 I marked outward, just like this. Are you seeing? So what I'll be doing now is just to make sure if I'm cutting this thing, I'm not cutting it like normal suit. I'll use my freehand sketch to bring it to that point. Have you seen? Whichever shape you want it, it's cool for you. If you want it maybe angled, it's still cool. So I decided to use this way. Now, coming down to the down here, what I'll be doing is I will go down by 1.5 inches from the original folding length. Have you seen? Because I want the front to be a little bit lower than the back, and I replaced the 2 inches folding allowance. So I took the measurement of the back. Have you seen? That is the measurement, and I marked 41. Have you seen? 41. That is 20.5 inches. That is the hips. And I increase it. Sewing allowance of 4 inches. So I took the measurement of the shape again, and I placed it. We had whether 6.5 or 7.5 inches. So placing it at that point there plus sewing allowance of 4 inches. So we take the full measurement of the half back plus a half inch sewing allowance to this point. I'll dress it and place the same measurement what we have there. If it is 9 inches, you place the 9 inches as that level and mark the bust of 40 plus 4 inches sewing allowance. So that's what I have there. Have you seen? So thereafter, I will impute the half front measurement plus half inch sewing allowance, and I will connect it this way to the shoulder line, that shoulder slant, sorry. You see? So I'll come in here by 3/4 inch from the total bust. I'll use my armhole curve to connect that line. So what I'll be doing now after doing this is just to use my French curve as well to connect all these points together. Have you seen? So I'll come here and go down here, and the cutting begins. I'll start cutting it that way. So if you find this tutorial helpful, kindly subscribe if you haven't subscribed as a new viewer, and as well as turning on your notification so that will get you notified even from the cutting aspect of this lesson, the stitching aspect. If there's any question, you can drop it down below the comment section. I'll be right there to answer you. You get? So make sure you stay tuned as I finish up. I know you will learn a lot. If you find it helpful as well, this video, kindly hit the like button, share this video to as many that will need it out there. I'll be really grateful as you do that for me. So I'll be using my French curve to reconnect that vent allowance, and I'll be cutting the front pieces out again, the front bodies out. So the cutting of the front is very technical, so you have to watch carefully as I round up this lesson. So once again, thank you for watching, and if you wish to have the stitching lesson, just turn on your notification. I will upload it so that you get notified immediately. You get? So thank you. Make sure you turn on your notification, subscribe to this channel, like and share. Bye.